Well, it's the first time in a while since I've posted one of these videos, but I'm currently in the Mooney Grove Park of Visalia. And honestly, this park is really important to me childhood-wise, because the last time I actually saw one of my pets alive, or one of my most profound memories with that pet, was over here, because we actually took pictures over here and such. I think they were autumn or winter pictures, considering the fact that we were wearing like flannel outfits in those and boots and everything. And yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite parks, not because of the playgrounds and such, but because of how much history is over here and such. Yeah, and I might as well give this new iPhone camera a spin, so let's do this. And last time I checked, this actually used to be like some sort of boat dock. Like when I was younger, there used to be like some sort of ferry that actually runs down these waters. But hold on, looking closer, telling from the fact that these waters are all strained up and clumped and such, I could tell that I don't think it's a thing anymore, honestly. Let's take a look around, shall we? And as you can see, hold on, there's like a lot of, can I zoom? Yeah. There's like a lot of geese around here, and the Canadian kind too. And, well, actually, as a child, I actually used to chase those things around all the time just to hear them hiss and piss them off. But I don't really do that anymore. And there's a lot of like little playgrounds scattered around here too. As you can see, like swing sets, jungle gyms and such, mostly swing sets. And this, I do not remember. It's newer. I do not remember this being here like last time I was here. Because, well, last time I was here, in order to use as a point of reference, was around 5 years ago. Like back in 2019 or something. Or even way earlier, to be honest. I think my bulldog, the dog that I was talking about earlier, passed away around 2017. So, yeah. It's been nearly a decade. So, yeah, I think... Aren't these like the pillars of citizenship and character? And they're all donated by different facets of Tulare County. And yes, I mentioned something in the general area of where I live, but honestly, I don't care. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was once a fountain, but the only water in it right now is just rainwater from last week, because it kind of rained last week. So yeah, it's pretty much dry. And then there's the fucking geese. Oh, little bastards. I'm just gonna be really careful getting water from here real quick. Just gonna be really fucking careful. Okay. Never mind. That water fountain doesn't fucking work. I know, I'm walking away from you. I'm walking away from you guys. And there are geese roosting here, so that means I better stay clear of that area, because if I recall correctly, then geese get very vicious, like more vicious than you think they wouldn't get, any more vicious when it comes to like protecting their eggs and young and such. Yeah, they're just Wait a second. There's like a big building over there. I'm gonna check that out. But I'm not sure if like photography is allowed in there or anything, so tough luck. And yes, I know I'm filming in a vertical format, but it's a much more secure way of holding it than holding it horizontally with one hand. And yes, I am saving up to get a hold of like a selfie stick, but preferably a gimbal. Preferably a gyroscope. And I think I used to play at this playground. Yeah. But last time I was here, my dad actually told me, and I was only like around, let me think. I was actually around like 15 or 14 at the time. And even back then, my dad said I was too old to play over near those things. He told me to stay away from them. Makes sense. And also, as a word of caution, I will not be recording people in general. The only living things I'll be recording are like wildlife and such. But if there are people in the area where I'm recording, then I'll like pause the recording until they walk past me, out of respect for their privacy. Because in California, there is a 2 parties consent law that says that I can't really record people without both parties consenting. So, yeah, I gotta be careful. And the geese are going off. There are people over there, so I'm just gonna stay away over there. Stay away from that. Hold on, what's this? This looks like a bigger fountain. Yeah, it looks like a much bigger fountain. Hold on. What's this? Oh, so it's being restored. And I can donate to it. Good to know. I think there's a train and a native museum over here somewhere too. There's so much fucking geese here. So much geese. Ooh, that's gorgeous. I don't think I've crossed this bridge before. I don't think I've crossed this. Well, damn. This is nice. Oh, the geese are particularly vocal today. Let's get down this direction for now. Hey, I think that's like a horseshoe court over there. I don't really play horseshoes, and whenever I did try, I was like absolute crap at it. I'm gonna say. And there's a water output. Yeah, that's a water pump. But what I'm really interested in is whatever this place was. I think this place is all closed up and such, but I get the feeling that this was probably once the place where people got food. Okay, there's a restroom over there, so yeah. I'll check up on this place after I make a quick restroom. Okay, I'm back. And on my way over here, I just noticed there's like well, heaps loads of geese over here. Huh. Wait a second. Yeah, hold on. I noticed this old cobble building over here. This definitely was not like built with the same stone and the weight. It was not built with the same methods that the other buildings are built with. Not even this amphitheater was built the same way. So there's something about that place. Let's check it out. And I think there's a lot more to see over here too. I've never been this far into the park. Never. Yeah, this is like a really old building. Really old. The only things that are like new about this building, well, let me just zoom out a bit. There we go. The only thing that's new about this building is this like modern lock and such, and also the utility pipes. I have a feeling that this building was here for a lot longer than the rest of the park. Yeah, there's like utility stuff wired into this. So I think it's currently used as like a utility shed or something. That's my reasoning. I don't know, I'm just getting vibes about this place. Like this one particular building. Oh my god, there's like geese where I once was over there. If you hold on, there's like geese where I actually was like about a few minutes ago. Literally blocking my path. And this building over here seems to be in severe disrepair. Like, it's like very abandoned. I'm not gonna go in there, of course. I'm not gonna break the fucking law, but let's take a look. Deep fry switch? Not gonna fuck around with those, but wait, hold on. There's like an old sticker over here. Yeah, that's an old logo. Looks like 80s or 90s era or something. If that's an old logo. Yeah, those are old, like, power meters, too. Oh, shit. I can look inside. Why do I do this to myself? sorry, but the spirit of Avenger is calling me. For just simple, unhealthy curiosity. Hold on. Yeah, this looks like a concession stand or something. Like a kitchen. Like some place where people once sold food and such. But now it's just all broken down. Damn, son. Oh, well, hold on a second. Yeah, it's all boarded up over here. Damn. They really did not want people going in here. Yeah, the windows are all broken and shit. There's like fucking handprints. All the makings of a typical urban exploration location. And some people thought it would be a good idea to like break the damn thing. Let's take a closer look at this. Hold on. Let's see if I can read this. It's manufacturing company, San Francisco, California, patented. So yeah. And that's a Black Widow. Yeah, I can peek in here. Hold on, give me a moment. Anyways, you needed to take a moment there. Let's take a look inside. I'm trying to get the focus right. There seems to be like an old coffee machine in here or something. It looks relatively modern. Hold on, I'm trying to get the camera right. I'm trying to do as much as I can without trespassing and such, but I see like an old storage closet over there and such. Okay, where do I go next? I'm going to that old cabin over there. I know you don't see it, but I remember seeing like an older cabin across like an older looking bridge. Like the bridge that I previously went over was built with like modern technology, but that looks like a freaking stone bridge. Yeah. Okay. Mom has always said that I was a bit sensitive to certain things, and I'm drawn to certain things, and certain things are drawn to me. I'm not going to say much, but all I can say is that I feel like a sort of pull to this place. Something draws me here. On my way in here, I did see like a statue of like some gentleman with like a hat and like a sort of, let me think about it. Yeah, he had a dog with him, and he basically had the typical gear of someone like mining, prospecting, or simply pioneering. And I think this was actually the site of Mooney's homestead. Yeah, Mooney was a man. And I think this is like the location of his general like land plot or homestead or something. And honestly, in Visalia, Mooney is actually a really prevalent name because one of the biggest roads in Visalia is Mooney Boulevard, which actually cuts past my college. Yeah, it actually cuts down past my college, so. Hold on. There's the bridge. And people over there, so I'm just gonna take a detour. It feels a lot quieter over here, aside from the fucking weed whacker over there. No, it's not a weed whacker, it's a leaf blower. It's autumn after all. It's autumn. Yeah, this is also a road, so I gotta be careful about this. I really need to get a GoPro for this shit, because I actually might do this more often. What's this? Oh, disc golf. I forgot that, yeah, for like a hefty price of like around $90 or so, you can actually rent the entire golf course to play on it. And unlike the canal that we saw earlier, this stuff's all dried up. Let me see. Like, hold on. There's like bits of concrete, rebar. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. Really not sure what happened here. I don't think the construction workers would actually use this as like a disposal site for construction material. So I think something like collapsed over here. Yeah, there's like, hold on, there's like rebar over here too. Let me, if I can just focus on that. Yeah. Yeah, wait, there's rebar right next to me right here. all rusted over too. I'm not sure if I want to go under that bridge though. It's just, I'm not scared of it, it's just I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. Looks pretty chill under there. Let's go over the bridge. Hold on. I'm sorry if I keep pausing the recording and such, it's just I have constipation issues. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna check out that sign first. Cameron Creek. It's a creek. Conservation. Now I want to cross the cool bridge. Fuck, I think it just could find space, stay out. What's in here anyways? Oh fuck. Yeah, it's just a I think it's a sluice gate. Yeah. Like a gate that they open when the river gets filled up and they need to empty it. I think it's how they empty stuff out. And I think I see over there what seems to be what's left of a utility box. Hold on. I see like what's left of a utility box over there down there. Hold on. Right there. Looks like some sort of tool case or like a lid for a utility box. Oh, I don't know, I'm getting a vibe from this bridge. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that cabin in particular. I think that was Mooney's original cabin. I know, but I know I'm like not really editing stuff out, but I'm just trying to record the scenery, you know, for my own personal enjoyment too. So yeah, I don't think this is actually, I don't think the interior is accessible to the public. Hey, what's this? Like, what's over there? Flowers? Looks like flowers. Before I check that out, I'm gonna go check this out first. And I'm just gonna stop recording for now. Hold on. Nah, nothing bad. It's just a dating spot. It's like a picnic blanket set up with like grapes and cheese and such. And like 2 different canvases and such. As if, yeah. It's like someone setting up to have some sort of artistic date here. So, that makes sense. Would have been cool if it was like a memorial or something. Let's see. Yeah. A U-lock. This is definitely not accessible to the public. Oh god. I'm afraid if I rub my hand against this wood, I'll just get a splinter. Ah, it's a Boy Scout lodge. Hold on. Let me just pause to read this. Huh. So yeah, it seems that this place was like built for like Boy Scouts and such. And I think there was something mentioned in that plaque about Masonists, as in like the Freemasons, that secret society. There's a lot of like Masonic chapels around here, like a lot of Freemason places in this area in general. I mean, this after all is like a huge gold rush or settlement state. And this area in general, like the Central Valley, is like I think it was like a very important place in terms of the Manifest Destiny era. Now, let's check out. It seems like I'm not allowed to bring like cameras in here and such. So yeah, that's it for now. Have a good day.